Guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading chapter 13 of Blood Flow, Jeff the Killer Love Story. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. I woke up with my face buried in something warm. I looked up and saw that it was Jeff. He had his arms around me. I looked over to see that he was taking his bloody hoodie off and he was wearing a black t-shirt. I smiled. He looked so cute when he slept, concerning that he barely had eyelids to cover his eyes. I leaned in his arms, almost enjoying his company, when I felt him move. "Good morning, babe," he said as he stretched and kissed my head. I giggled and combed my fingers through my hair. He smiled and messed it up again. I gave him an annoyed look and he shrugged. He gave me a hug. "I gotta go check on Sally. I told her I wouldn't be gone long." He gave me a sorry face. I just smiled and kissed his cheek. "You're so sweet to her." "Yeah, she's like my little sister." He half smiled, looking at the floor. "Get out of here." I kicked his butt and he laughed. "See you later, Hope," he said as he walked towards the window and jumped out the window. Nothing is sweeter than a guy to his kids. The rest of the day was quiet. Sarah and Richard visit with my mom. I watched TV once they left, and Jeff didn't came back that night. But it was okay. I knew he loved me. I went back to sleep that night thinking about him. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. A cheery nurse woke me up the next morning. I never seen her before. "What will you like to eat for breakfast?" she asked, smiling at me. I'm not really hungry," I muttered, half asleep. She just laughed at me. "Well, you're gonna get something to eat, silly head." She laughed at me again. Can I have a cup of coffee?" I asked. "Okay, I'll bring you a muffin too, because it's not healthy not to eat." She laughed again. Wow, talk about annoying. "Okay," I forced a smile as she left. Then it hit me. I was getting out of here tomorrow. I laid back in my pillows, feeling relieved that I was going to be in my bed. The nurse brought my coffee and the biggest muffin I have ever seen in my life. I thought that Jeff might want it. I put it in a bag and put the bag in my purse, sitting aside the table next to me. I laid in bed, not knowing what to do. Then the cheering nurse came back again. "You can walk around the hospital since today is your last day." She smiled. I got up and made my way down the hospital, stretching my legs. I saw my mom sitting in the little kids' room reading stories out loud to a small group of about 10-year-old little girls. I walked over and sat down. My mom smiled at me and kept writing. I thought it was sweet that my mom was doing that. When she finished, she gave me a big hug. "That was really nice of you, Mom," I said, hugging her. The group of girls It was a group of girls with cancer. She had tears in her eyes. "Oh, Mom," I gave her a hug. My mom really loved children and hates seeing them get hurt. I held her tighter. Then she pushed off or wiped off the tears from her eyes. "You're ready to be 18? She asked me with the biggest smile on her face. I couldn't help but smile. "Yeah, I'm ready." "Go back to your room. I have an early present for you." She winked at me and I walked off. I walked back to my room and sat on my bed, waiting for my mom. I saw her walk in with a small box and a letter. "Mom, I don't have to open this right now," I said to her. She just smiled. "Trust me, you're going to want to open this before tomorrow." The card was first and I saw it. "Happy 18th, baby girl." I laughed. When I opened it, it was tears that spilled from my eyes. And read it. "A significant hand weight Writing, it said, I remember when I held you in my arms for the first time. I never wanted to let you go. I never let anyone hold you, but now you're grown up, and I'm going to miss you, my little baby girl. With lots of love, Daddy. How? Mom. My mom cut me off. Open the box. Her voice was shaky. I saw keys. I looked at her confused. It was your dad's idea. She laughed. We've toured 1 billion of apartments, and we finally found the perfect one. Just a few hours away from our house so that we could check on you if you need to, but far enough for you to feel independent. She smiled at me. I hugged her and cried in her arms. You and Dad got me my own place? I said, smiling and tears streaming down my face. He knew that what he wanted for your big present before. She looked down. I hugged her again as she cried into my shoulder. Thank you, Mom, I whispered to her. Of course, baby, she whispered back. It's getting late and my mom had to go and take care of Richard. I kissed her and she left. I sat there, crying to myself. Then I felt arms holding me. I smiled and kissed his cheek. What's wrong? Jeff asked. I handed him the card and he read it. What does it mean? He has his voice much quieter. Dad and Mom got me an apartment, I said with a smile. He smiled back. I'm sorry, he whispered into my ear. I already forgiven you, I chuckled, kissing his ear. I just haunted by it. I love you so much and I hate it. I hurt you like that. Jeff, I'm okay now. I'm just a little stunned to get the present from my dad. That's all. He kissed me and I snuggled into his chest. I could feel his warm breath breathing down my neck as he slowly fell asleep. I sat there in his arms. I love you, I whispered. I felt him chuckle. I love you too. He said, partly asleep, and instantly I fell asleep again.